What just happened? Danielle stayed on the line with Sergeant Williams. She watched through her doorbell camera app. Within 6 minutes, 3 police cars arrived. She saw Sergeant Williams and 4 other officers enter the building through the lobby camera feed. There was a knock on her door. Professional, not aggressive. Miss Moore? This is Sergeant Williams. I'm here with 3 other officers. Can you look through your peephole and verify it's us? Danielle looked. 4 officers, all with name tags visible. Sergeant Williams held up his badge to the peephole. She opened the door. Sergeant Williams was a black man in his 50s, with gray at his temples, and the calm demeanor of someone who had seen everything. He looked at Danielle in her pajamas, clearly just woken up, and his expression was sympathetic. Miss Moore, I apologize for what just happened. Can you tell me everything from the beginning? Danielle walked them through it. The pounding, the threats, the refusal to explain, the countdown, the 911 call. She showed them her phone with the audio recording. She opened her doorbell camera app and showed them the video footage. Crystal clear video of Officer Bradley Mitchell at her door, his face fully visible, his aggressive body language captured from the beginning of the encounter. She showed them the text exchange with her neighbor Ryan. Ryan opened his door and came out. He was a white man in his late 30s, wearing a hoodie and sweatpants. He had his phone in his hand. I got it on my doorbell camera too, Ryan said. Different angle, audio and video. The officer never identified himself properly. He made threats. He was aggressive from the start, and I can tell you for a fact that there was no disturbance. I was home all evening. This hallway was silent until he started pounding on Danielle's door. Sergeant Williams took both their contact information. He looked genuinely troubled. Miss Moore, did Officer Mitchell say why he was here? Did he mention a specific complaint or caller? He said there was a disturbance call, but when I called 911, dispatch said there was no call to this address. Sergeant Williams looked at the other officers with him. One of them, a younger woman, was shaking her head in disbelief. I need to ask you something, and please be honest. Do you know Officer Mitchell? Have you had any prior contact with him? No, I've never seen him before tonight. Any disputes with neighbors? Any complaints filed against you? Anything that might explain why an officer would come to your door? Nothing. I work, I sleep, I'm barely home. I've lived here 7 years without any problems. Sergeant Williams nodded slowly. Miss Moore, I'm going to be direct with you. This is very serious. An officer who's not assigned to this area showed up at your door with no call for service, refused to properly identify himself, and made threats to force entry. That's not police procedure. That's not legal. Something is very wrong here. Do you think the sergeant already knew this was going to be bad?